Hello, property managers, me again. Hey, excited to try this again as we get a little better at this process. I just sent you out an email that I want to kind of go over, and it's an email about our age and our quest to zeros. Obviously, my quest and your quest needs to align. And after I sent that email, I thought, I need to get on here and explain to everybody what I'm really after. I want to acknowledge the faults in the spreadsheet that I just sent, but at the same time encourage you to look beyond that to what is really in these numbers. I've gone through every line of every one of our tenant items on the AR. And by the way, much improved across the board on our comments. Some of you guys are still a little hesitant to put down specifics and real concise remarks, but they're a lot better. Those of you who have done that and decided to put down concise remarks have started to see the benefit of being able to refer back, follow up, and probably more importantly, hold yourself and the tenant more accountable. That's what we're trying to do. Because at the end of the day, our expectation is we get the rent. That's our client's expectation. And realize I spend a lot of time on our sales pitch talking about how good we are collecting rent. Now, overall on our spreadsheet, you're going to see that there's not a lot of zeros. There needs to be considerably more. If you look at our total at 16%, I truly expect that by the end of the month to be more around 25%. I thought it would be 25% when I first compiled this. At the end of the summer, we need to be north of 50 to 60% of people at zero. Now that's a lofty goal. And the reason why it's so lofty is because we know we got deadbeats. Okay? So the key is we know we can't change some of those deadbeats, those slow players, the people who are always a month behind those. But there's a lot of our portfolio that is wide open and easy for the taking. The reason why it's easy for the taking is they're close, either because of good recon, because you manage the budget real well, or maybe it's just because you just need to help them move up early in the month. Realize that I am looking at the number at the end of the month, so not mid-month. So slow payers aren't impacted. That's why I'm telling you there's opportunity here. What I also need you to do is focus in on getting those who have credits, getting those who need a payment plan, getting those who want to pay but just haven't, getting those cleaned up. Small balances drive me crazy. We worked on that last summer. You can see we lost most of the ground that we gained last summer on small balances because of recons and things like that. We're right back in that again. That's going to happen to us every year. So I'm not surprised. What I truly want you to do is to be focused on the zeros, truly passionate about getting them to zero. So when you talk to the tenant, be clear with them that the expectation is to be at zero. Therefore, when you're giving them a credit, you want them to take it and be at a zero. But also when they owe a small balance, you want them at a zero. Now the ones that will really change our world is if you can get some of the deadbeats to fly right. And I have pretty low expectations on those. Okay? But there's a lot of leeway in our current portfolio, the way it's set up to clean those up. So look at the spreadsheet. There are some inherited problems, I understand. But for the most part, these numbers, not only are they very accurate, but they almost tell the story in a lot of cases. I'll keep working on that, and I'll work on that with you to help through the process. Let's talk about collections overall. At the end of the last month, $2.3 million on our spreadsheet. Now, we're really helped by Hallie has a tenant who's paid $300,000 up front. We're really hurt by Steve, who's got a center that's owed almost $600,000. Okay, I get that. But if you dig into the numbers, you'll see that there's money out there and there's a chance to get us to zero. The other benefit that we have is a lot of you guys have learned kind of our style. My style is to run the recon or run the budget so close that your recon isn't a big issue. That's giving you small balance, either corrections or credits in the process. If you've done it right all year long, and therefore you don't have a big recon to go collect, what happens is you get a small refund. Now give those refunds out. Okay? Communication, communication, communication. I'm going to wrap this up and try to keep this session short, but with the idea that you're going to focus in on your numbers. Okay? If you go to inspect a center, take your numbers with you. Have your age right there with you. Ask for the money. Collect the rent. It's there for you to do. Hey, if we're trying to be the best, we've got to keep focused on the things that make us and set us apart. Have a great day. Let me know what you think about the video. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.